Okay, Earth sign, so I'm gonna go ahead and, oh, the neighbor has the leaf blower out. So for those of you who live in the Midwest, you greatly appreciate the neighbor that has the leaf blower that comes and sucks up all the leaves and twigs and whatnot in the yard, right? Right. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So just to piece together your reading from before. Oh yeah, thank you for joining me here on the other side. I appreciate it very much. I hope you do as well. I hope this is a little bit of a give and take, because I mean, I enjoy what I do, but it also takes time, energy, and things away, or time away from things that I need to be doing as well. But I mean, I also enjoy doing this. I mean, they say do what you love, right? Anyway, so Earth sign, there's a situation that has you in a space where you're not 100%. You want to be 100%, but there's something that you have to work out within yourself. Decisions, ties that need to be cut. Once that's done, you can go ahead and move forward into the decision that you made, and I see you, I see you doing it very well. Okay, but this is something that you have to work out yourself, so I'm not really sure, or kind of anticipating to see what comes out in the cards. For your advice, you have get the bigger picture, take a risk, and venture forward, and abundance is pouring into your life. Same storyline through and through. We're just going to clarify a few things here. That was the Queen of Swords, but I'm actually going to go ahead and use this deck. Yeah, there he goes. He's a good neighbor. If you have neighbors like that, appreciate them and show appreciation. Do little things for them, because, you know, like I said, a little give and take here. Alright, Earth sign. Four of Swords. So there's something that you need to talk about. There's something that you need to get out. If I were you, Earth sign, I would find a couple of close buddies and just work it out. The Magician. So somebody could be being childish, or this could revert back to the way that you handled situations when you were a child. Or this could also be meaning where you need to utilize the tools that are around you, so you can get back grounded, so you can get back to that 100% that you are. Sorry, I'm a little thirsty. Yeah, and then this King of Swords was followed through by the Four of Cups, which means you are very introverted about this situation. You're missing the bigger picture, and it's kind of like you're a horse and you have your blinders on, which is probably why you're not grounded. You're not seeing the bigger picture clearly, and it has you stuck in your head. The Fool. So you could be dealing with an Aries. However, you could also be wanting just a new start. You probably want to start over. You probably feel burdened by something, and you feel like something isn't going the way that you want it to go, and you just want a new start. So maybe you can be continuing on a path that you're not happy with at the moment, and you just want to start over. It couldn't necessarily mean that you want to start over with somebody new. Maybe you just want a new chapter in the relationship where it's like, okay, For instance, let's say you had an argument. I'm not saying this is what the cards say. I'm just saying for an example. You had an argument with somebody, family, friend, whoever, kid, anybody, coworker. And you felt like, okay, that particular argument led us to where we are now. And you're thinking in your mind, well, okay, so we said what we needed to say. What's done is done. Can we just start over? Like, that maybe this other person is just like, yeah, no, there's no starting over. I have no idea. It's your situation, not mine. Please cut 5 to 4. Just follow by the chain, please. Too many, too many. So, maybe there's a whole lot to say about this situation, or maybe there was a lot of points of view, a lot of things that were talked and said about. Yeah, the moon. So, Cancers, Pisces, things are going to be coming to the light. Yeah, so like I was saying before, maybe there was a lot of things that you needed to get off your chest. And after you said what you needed to say, maybe one person or whoever this involved didn't take it too kindly. Yeah, because then we have the 7 of Wands where you seem to be fighting back. And earlier in the pre-shuffle, there was the 7 of Wands as well. So in this particular situation, you feel like it's just you against whatever. You against the situation, you against the person. You're fighting back, in a sense. Then up here to clarify the Fool and the Justice card, we have the 3 of Pentacles and the Prince of Swords. So the Fool, like I said, in this situation, for your present, was going to be a new beginning. The 3 of Pentacles is starting a new foundation, building from the ground up. Justice and the Prince of Swords, like I said, an air sign. Could be an Aquarius, could be a Libra. Just could be a new start to the situation. But with the High Priestess, it's followed by the 2 of Pentacles. So you are going to be using your intuition, and you are going to be treading lightly. You are going to be careful where you step. Your journey is going to be a very methodical and planned out journey. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple cards from this. Let's see if anything pops out. I haven't really incorporated this deck to any of my readings yet, but it should be a little bit interesting because I kind of want to see how this goes. And I feel like your guys' reading is very direct and very clear. As always, room for an improvement for anybody. I feel that this is something that you're going to have to learn on your own. Yeah, it would be good to get advice and clarity from other parties, maybe just to keep an open mind about the situation. I'm going to sage the cards real quick, just because. Ooh, well then, let's see how this plays out, huh? Maybe they didn't like that, or maybe they needed that. I'm weird like that all the time with my stuff. Don't know why, it's just how I am. So we're gonna go ahead and try something new with these ones. I hope you enjoy. It's called what do they call it? A test run, something like that. Alright, spirits, ancestors, angels, anybody for the earth signs, greater good. What messages do you have for our insights today through the week of the 18th? First out, we have the Queen of Wands. So again, Maybe you caught somebody doing something that they weren't supposed to be doing. Maybe somebody's trying to hold you back from doing something that you want to do. Or maybe you're seeing something for the way that it is. Maybe you found something out that you weren't too happy about. Or like I said, somebody found something out about you and maybe you were ashamed. The 9 of Coins and the 3 of Swords. So, this is like the searching card. Like you're looking for something that's missing, but you're sad about it. So, maybe when whatever was found out, you got left alone to find something. And you're piecing the things back together. But as piecing the things back together, you're like, okay, I get that. But whatever it was changed you. You found something out. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So it changed you in a way that you could never, to the point of no return. So I'm possibly thinking that you found something out about something and it got you in your feelings and you seen the bigger picture for what it was and you're like, okay, there's no going back from that. So now I have to decide. So now there's some things that I need to do and you're the one presenting this. Because there was things that you learned in your search. Of course, you found out the truth for sure. Could have been a third-party situation. Could have just been you piecing everything back to get the bigger picture. Like, you know how you have a puzzle and you're like, oh, okay, these fit together. Oh, okay, these fit together. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, I get it now. Type thing. Then we have the King of Cups. So we have the 2 of Cups, the Moon, followed by the King of Cups. Yep, this is you figuring out the bigger picture. Like I said, look. You found that out. Let me see if you can see that. See? You're like, okay, I get it now. Ooh. The World, followed by the King of Wands. So, the Chariot, the 7 of Wands, followed by the World card. So, forward movement into disagreement. Again, brought everything full circle. The Fool, 3 of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. You had the King of Wands up here earlier. So, my interpretation of this is you just, again, building everything from the ground up. Spreading your wings and doing what you must. We have, ooh, there's another one. So we have the Justice, the Prince of Swords, the Magician, and the Page of Wands with the High Priestess and the 2 of Pentacles. So I see you getting the bigger picture. I apologize. And I apologize for the washer in the background. I hope you can hear me. Sorry about that. As I was saying, we had the Fool, followed by the 3 of Pentacles with the King of Wands. Again, that building your own foundation and standing in your truth. We have the Justice, followed by the Prince of Swords and the Magician. Seeing the bigger picture, balancing yourself out, mind, body, and spirit. Maybe dealing with a Aquarius. But I also see the Magician here, which could also indicate once you build that foundation, you're going to go ahead and run with it. You're going to manifest anything and everything that you've always wanted, because you're followed by the High Priestess, the Two of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. Living in your truth, living alongside your intuition, listening to your intuition, embracing it and everything that it has to offer. The Two of Pentacles over here is, yeah, you're going to go ahead and keep moving forward, but you're going to tread lightly. You're going to be careful. You're going to do it in a way like you're going to plan everything out. You could be doing dream boards. You could be journaling a lot. You can even be getting a planner. I mean, that's what anybody could be doing, you know, like I would think that a lot of the signs could learn a thing or two from earth signs. Me, I have a little bit of earth in my chart, but not very much. But I think it's good how you guys plan and you're meticulous about what you do, because that is what a true earth sign does. They ground themselves, everybody around them. They are logical. Yes, they have feeling, but in a sense, that's how they show that they care, is because they plan. They're planners. They speak their truth. You know, they don't do anything without a plan, because they know how it is to not have a plan. Every earth sign learned that. I know you did sometime in your younger years, or you're learning it now. You can't deny it. That's one thing that makes you guys so awesome and good to go to for advice. I love getting advice from a grounded earth sign. I mean, you guys are funny, you know, when you want to be, but you have to be someone real special to get that out. And then our oracle cards were clarified by the Justice. Again, you could be dealing with the Libra, or you could just be living in that truth, you know, getting the bigger picture, manifesting things, getting advice. You know, your younger self is served by your older self, and you are finding the balance. So you're coming into your own, most definitely. And then we have the Nine of Cups. So I see you becoming somebody your older self will be very proud of, if that makes sense. So maybe this is an inner battle, earth sign. Maybe you feel, as I sit here and look at these cards, maybe you feel that you're not right where you want to be or you need to be in your own sense. Like maybe you feel like you're lacking, not from anybody or any relationship. I feel like maybe this is more internal. Like, oh, I wish I had more. Like I should be having more. I should be doing more. I shouldn't be where I'm at. Maybe you want to go back to school. Maybe you want to get a better job, drive a better car, live in a better house. Who knows? So maybe you feel like you haven't met your own personal goals, and that's okay too. Maybe you had a deadline in your mind, like when I'm X amount of years old, I want to have X amount of things to my name so I can show for myself. Not for anybody else, but for yourself. Like, so you can feel accomplished, maybe. Because I see the Eagle over here swooping down. I've seen the Magician, the Justice, the Fool, and the High Priestess in here. Definitely the Chariot. Especially with this Two of Cups and Two of Wands down here. And the outcome over here being the Nine of Cups. But overall, I see your younger self learning something that only your older self could have taught you. But once your older self have taught the younger you how to cope, you begin to move in this way where as you become more seasoned, you're proud of the steps that you took. You're grateful for the lesson that you learned. Now if we're dealing with signs, we have everybody pretty much on the board. We have a lot of water, a lot of earth, a lot of major arcana here, indicating life lessons in my perspective. Everybody's different, like I said. But, yeah, this is kind of heavy for you, isn't it? Really kind of heavy. And this makes sense then, because then with all my other earth sign friends, I can understand where they're coming from now. If this is a lot of the collective, I'm thinking the planetary aspects did a number on you guys, to be honest, because it brought out all these things that you thought you were okay with, but you really weren't. Like, so it brought out a truth in you that you needed to see. Not so much necessarily if you wanted to, or it just by chance happened. Like, this was meant to happen the way that it did. Because if it didn't, then you would have never learned. So I'm sensing that it was an abrupt change in a situation that had you in your mind about it, and it grew and it grew, and then you're like, you know what? I want to relinquish this, get it over and done with, and voila. This big old clusterfuck ending in a life lesson. If that ain't an earth sign reading, I don't know what is. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I really enjoyed the way that I clarified at the end, because it even gave me a little bit more clarification on the storyline. If this did help, I really do hope that you don't beat yourself up too much, but you really get down to get in what you need to get in. Okay, because there's potential for a lot of growth here. And I hope you take it and run with it. Alright, Torgo. That's what I'm going to call you guys, Torgo. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you want to hit me up, email me. That'd be awesome. Let's connect. Let me know. Alrighty, thank you for watching.